Friends and family and other people. I just wanted to upload a new video to sort of let you guys know what's going on with us, because we have been asked a few questions about how things are going and all that stuff and what it's like living on the bus in the winter. And just because we're not super active on Facebook, which is a pretty strong platform for our families to be able to see what's going on in our lives. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you didn't already, that we have been living up at Dawson Creek for just over a month, and prior to that we were staying in and out of a hotel in Surrey, which is just outside of Vancouver, for where Jeff was working. We couldn't bring the bus with us, and the hotel was part of the job, which I'm not going to really get into, but yeah. So essentially, one of the things that we wanted to do was go to the different job locations where Jeff was working. So what had happened was we brought the bus in for an inspection before we were coming up here, and a part broke before we were gonna come up here. It was something that they were fixing for us that we knew had to be done, repaired, and the part took longer basically for us to get here. So we found, I guess it's a townhouse for us to live in for the time that we are here. And to be honest, it's been really, really nice, and I'm noticing how much I've missed it and that sort of thing, which is kind of sad because that takes away from the freedom that the bus offers us. With it being winter and it's snow here, I can show you guys possibly in a clip in this video, but I was able to set up a little play area for Ren, which has been awesome. And whereas being on the bus, we have to constantly be going out every day to get her a good amount of stimulation, stretch her legs and that sort of thing, which isn't always, I don't always feel safe doing that where we were parked before, because we were up at a ski mountain. It was no longer running. I believe that they've turned it into an adventure park for this season, but yeah, I didn't always feel safe because of wildlife and things like that, and it's just me, and with Ren, I can't move as fast as I would want to if something was to happen, if there was to be a bear or something, let's just say. But anyway, yeah, so that was a little bit rough, and it took about 30 minutes to get to town into West Kelowna to do anything, which was another bit of a drawback. And I guess there's just sort of things that you don't necessarily factor in as well. The insulation, I'm sure, is fine if we were to have a fireplace installed, which we didn't do before we moved onto the bus. That's something that we planned to do once we were in there. But life sort of happens, and with the momentum of Jeff's job, sometimes they don't have days off. For example, since we've been up here for just over a month, he's only had one day off, and we spent that sort of getting more work equipment and different things that he needs for his job, so he barely even got a day off. So for him to be able to work on the bus is just not always an option for us, so that's been a little bit difficult. But long story short, really, what we're planning to do is to get a place in the Kootenays somewhere just until the snow is gone, and we're gonna start back up again in the spring and hopefully get to enjoy a little bit more that the bus has to offer us. And I want him to be able to relax because he works so damn hard, and he worked really, really hard to get the bus into a beautiful living space for us. And it just kind of, I feel really bad that this hasn't sort of been the majestic dream that we sort of hoped that it would be, in this beautiful little winter wonderland in our bus, and with our little wood stove and drinking coffee and cuddling or whatever. But yeah, that just didn't really end up being the case, and we are planning on going back onto the bus for a week and sort of seeing what that feels like. But we have pretty well just planned out that we're just going to get a place to ride out the rest of the winter, and then with summer coming up and that sort of thing, then that will provide a little bit of time for us to sort of update anything that needs to be done for it to be winter livable, and hopefully try that out for this coming winter. So just a couple things that unfortunately we weren't able to get done, and it's impossible for us to live on the bus and be comfortable and traveling in it without, you know, the wood stove or however we plan to heat it. So that's sort of what's going on with us. Ren is 15 months now, so she's doing really good. She's walking, she's running, loves playing. She's starting to get into her little baby, which is really cute. And that's sort of the update from us. I hope that everybody is doing really well. I hope that you found your way to this video so that you get to learn about what's been going on with us. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, then you're able to sort of keep up with our life. And if you're not wanting to read my blog when I'm doing the update posts, I know for me, when I was busy and working and things like that, reading through someone's blog wasn't necessarily something that was doable for me, and watching a quick video is something that is. So yeah, if you guys are into it, that would be awesome. If you are able to check out the blog, that's cool too. I'll link that down below for you guys. I do want to make some more videos and be a little bit more consistent with making my posts. And for those of you who don't know, I do post on my Instagram often. I have Instagram stories which include Ren, so if you want to see her grow up and things like that, you can always check that out. And it is public, so you are able to view it even if you don't have Instagram. And I'll put a link down below too, so you can check that if you want to as well. But yeah, I miss you guys so much. For a lot of people, I want to be able to see you before we go on to our next little adventure. So hopefully I'm able to be in contact with you guys soon. And I love you guys. Thanks for watching.